Chapter 30, The Morning It Happens, Part 1. Ethan spent his whole arsenal in the space of 3 minutes, all at once, and it was not enough to keep his father home. He had known, in the cold, clear place, that it might not be, that a child's permitted weapons could bend a moment but not cancel a job site emergency, that against Vance on the phone and 20 minutes to make the drive, even the full, undiminished charge of a boy's screaming need might simply break against his father's hurry. He threw it anyway, everything, because everything was what the morning asked. He clung to David's leg and would not be pried loose. He wailed not the performed wail of the toaster, but something rower. The true terror underneath finally let out. Don't go, don't go. The road, please, Daddy, please don't go, and he made of his small body an anchor, a thing his father had to physically tear away to leave. David tried to soothe him, crouching in the storm-dark hallway with his keys in his hand, and the seconds bleeding away. Hey, hey, bud, what's this? What's all this? I've gotta go to work, you know I've gotta. But Ethan would not be soothed, could not be, did not try to be. He poured out 5 years of hoarded terror in 3 minutes and made himself a wall of grief across the door. And for a moment, one moment, he saw his father waver, saw the love and the worry war with the hurry in David's tired face. And then the hurry won, because it had to. I'm sorry, bud, I am, but Daddy has to go, there's guys waiting on me. And David, gently but firmly, began to unwind his son's small arms from his leg, looking past him down the hall toward the bedroom. Suze, honey, can you? But Susan did not come, and that was the hinge the whole morning turned on, though Ethan had not planned it and could not have. Because Emma had been fretful in the night with the same ear that had troubled her all winter, and Susan, up twice with the baby, was deep in the exhausted dead sleep of a mother who has finally gotten her child to settle, and the storm was loud, and David's call down the hall was low, and she did not wake. There was no one to take the screaming boy. There was only David in the dark, with a hysterical 7-year-old wrapped around his leg, a job site full of waiting men, a contractor who would not be kept waiting, and the clock running down past the point where he could make the drive at all. Ethan felt the moment teeter, and he poured the last of himself into it. He did not let go. He made himself, with everything he had, the one thing his father could not simply set down and walk away from, and he saw, in the gray dark, the exact instant his father's options ran out. God. Okay. David made the decision the way cornered men make decisions, fast and harried and against his own better sense, because the alternative was not leaving at all. You want to come? Is that it? You want to come with your old man? Fine. Fine, you come. You sit in the truck, you do not move, and I take you back the second I've sorted the site. Stop crying. Stop crying, bud, I'm taking you, see. Get your coat. We gotta go. It was not the victory Ethan had planned. It was a worse one, and a stranger one, and it put him exactly where the whole second life had been pointing without his ever quite admitting that this was where it pointed. Inside the truck. On the road. Inside the 4 seconds. He had told himself on the last quiet night that his plan was to keep his father home, or failing that to be there, to stand as close to the blurred center as a child could, with everything ready. He had not let himself fully look at what being there meant on a road a child could not follow. Now the road had answered the question for him. The only way to be present in the 4 seconds was to be in the truck when they came, and his father, cornered by a boy who would not let go, was buckling him into the passenger seat of that truck right now, in the storm dark, swearing under his breath and glancing at his watch. Ethan let himself be buckled in. His small heart was slamming. The cold, clear place in his mind had gone very quiet, very focused, the way it did when feeling became useless and only the next thing mattered. He was where he needed to be. He was also, he understood with perfect clarity, putting himself inside the exact event that had killed his father once, risking, if it went wrong, that Susan would wake to find she had lost not one of them but two, the husband and the son both, on the same wet road. Rule 5 governed everything. The people came first. And the only way to fight for his father's life now was to put his own into the same 4 seconds and trust that being there, with everything he had, was enough. He did not know the mechanism. He still could not see the blurred center. He only knew he would be inside it when it came. The truck's engine turned over, coughed, caught in the storm dark. David backed out fast, wipers slapping at the rain, his jaw tight, already running the drive in his head, already half regretting the boy in the seat beside him but out of time to undo it. "You stay put," he said, not unkindly, eyes on the streaming road. "You stay buckled, you don't touch anything, and when we get home your mom and I are gonna have a talk about this, mister." Okay, bud. It's okay. We're okay." "Okay, Daddy," Ethan said quietly, and his voice did not shake, and his father glanced over at the sudden calm of it, puzzled, before the road took his attention back. The truck pulled out of the lot and turned toward the edge of the city, toward the development, toward the 2-lane road with no shoulder, slicked black and gleaming under the storm. The wipers beat. The heater ticked. His father drove, tired and hurried and alive, both hands on the wheel, with no idea that the morning he was driving into had already killed him once, or that the small calm boy beside him had crossed back through a cold place without stars and grown a secret power in the dark across 5 lonely years for no reason on this earth, but to be sitting in this seat, right now, when the 4 seconds came. Ethan watched the wet road unspool in the headlights, and read the weight gathering in the air, and made himself ready. The blurred center was coming. He would see it at last.